living in sin up to their eyeballs. And so they blame God because camping become more important than coming to church. Going to the Braves baseball game became more important than coming to the house of God. Going to the beach became more important than going to the house of God. Hey, look, Jesus stole away and went to the mountain. Jesus even went to the beach. I don't think there's anything wrong with resting and getting away and getting alone with God. But you know what's so sad? People get away where they think nobody knows them to do things that they wouldn't do around the people that know them. So you're blaming God. In all reality, it was your own fault. You're the one that walked away from God. He never left you. He's right exactly where you left him. Right exactly where you left him. And it's up to you now. Jesus is calling. Tenderly calling. Come home. Come home. He wants you to come home. I've told this story before and I'll tell it again tonight. I was just a little boy. My older sister had ran away from home. Went to California and lived in California. It's in the 60s. Woodstock. Free love. Drugs everywhere. I missed her. I'll just be honest with you. She was my hero. She could play basketball. Some of you might remember Pistol Pete Maverick. Played for the Atlanta Hawks. Pistol Pete was a little bitty short feller. My sister, she's about this tall. Honey, she could play ball like you ain't never in your life seen. She was my hero. If there's anybody in this world that I wanted to be like, it's her. She could out-fight me. She could out-wrestle me. She could outrun me. She could beat me in basketball, football. And for a year, I didn't even get to talk to her. One day, I don't know what heaven's going to be like. I don't know who's going to be there, and I don't know who ain't going to be there. But I can almost imagine that day that my sister come home. I was out at my aunt and uncle's. I was out there playing, Neil and I was playing. And this little old bitty feller, 7, 8, 9 years old. I busted out through the door and went out into the yard to go play. My aunt had one of those big old snowball bushes. You couldn't put it up. I mean, I don't know. You might be able to put it on the stage. That's how big it was. Brother Dexter, I was running. Didn't know she was nowhere around. I took off running. And about the time I got to the back side of that snowball bush, Kathy stepped out. I grabbed a hold of her. And I wouldn't let her go. Because I'd missed her so bad. I wonder if that might not be the way the Holy Ghost does somebody that comes home. He said, come home. It's like the daddy with the prodigal son. His arms outstretched as he went out on the porch looking for his son. I wonder if that's what God's wanting tonight with you. He's got his arms outstretched saying, come home. He don't want to let you go. He wants to hold on to you. The altar's open. I want you to stand to your feet. God, the Holy Ghost is calling you. Come home. Don't stay out in sin. Don't stay out in the world. It's a dangerous, dangerous place. Would you come home tonight?